Dramatic, suspenseful music starts. Look at this. The pinnacle of human achievement. The space shuttle. A machine that defied gravity, built by the brightest minds on Earth. But what if I told you the size of its most powerful components was dictated by a horse's butt? Sounds insane, right? A joke. But it's the absolute, bizarre truth. To understand how, we have to follow a secret chain of command that has been hiding in plain sight for over 2,000 years. Our story begins here, with the shuttle's solid rocket boosters. These colossal engines provided most of the launch thrust. They were built in Utah, but the shuttle launched from Florida. How did they get there? By train. And that train had to pass through tunnels carved into mountains. The width of that tunnel was the absolute limit. If the booster were any wider, it wouldn't fit. The rocket's design was literally constrained by the size of a hole in a rock. So the real question is, why are the tunnels and the tracks that specific width? The global standard is 4 feet, 8.5 inches. Not 5 feet. Not 4.5. An oddly specific number that has become the invisible law of our world. Let's go back to 19th century England. The Industrial Revolution. A man named George Stephenson, the father of railways, is building the first steam locomotives. He needed to pick a width for his tracks. He didn't invent one. He just copied what was already there. He copied the width of the tracks used by horse-drawn carts in the coal mines. These were the first railways, simple wooden or iron tracks to haul coal out of the earth's guts. The origin of our modern marvels is literally this: dirty, dark, and dangerous. So why were the mine carts that width? Because the same craftsmen who built the carts also built the common road wagons of the day. They used the same tools, the same jigs, the same measurements. It was just easier. Laziness, or efficiency, shaping the future. And why were the wagons that width? Because for centuries, wagons had been built to fit into the deep ruts worn into the long-distance roads of Great Britain. And who built those first great roads? The Roman Empire. The Roman legions built these roads to move their armies and supplies quickly across their vast empire. And the ruts were created by the constant traffic of their primary vehicle, the Roman war chariot. Music cuts for a moment, then returns with a deep, resonant tone, and here, we arrive at the source. The final, unbelievable piece of the puzzle. The width of a Roman war chariot was standardized. It had to be. It was determined by the space required for the 2 horses that pulled it. Specifically, the width of their 2 hindquarters, side by side. Let that sink in. The width of 2 horse butts set the standard for Roman chariots, which created the ruts in Roman roads, which dictated the width of English wagons, which set the size for mine carts, which George Stephenson copied for the first railways, which became the global standard, which limited the size of train tunnels, which ultimately determined the maximum diameter of the space shuttle's rocket boosters. This isn't a conspiracy. It's something far stranger. It's the ghost of an empire, its invisible hand still guiding our most ambitious projects. A 2,000-year-old decision, based on the anatomy of an animal, is still setting the boundaries for our journey to the stars. History is never dead. It's not even past. Music swells to a conclusion. The world is filled with dark secrets like this, hiding in the things we see every day. If you want to hunt for more of them, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You'll never look at the world the same way again. Stay curious.